Hello, teacher and classmates. Today, our group will present our project titled Reading and Storytelling of Legend for My Country to improve participation in the English class. This project was developed for 7th grade students at Unidad Educativa Ibarra. To keep our presentation clear, we have divided our work in four main sections. The first, the problem overview, where we explain the challenge and our context. The second is the general data. They're showing key uh, finding and results according to survey data. Third, our final project, which is a digital legend ebook. And finally, the annexes and conclusion showing our material. In this case, we have ebook, showcase and QR link, legend anthology and worksheets, and the main lessons and team contribution. We talk about reading and storytelling in 7th grade students, but what is the problem? The 7th grade students face three main difficulties in English class. The low oral participation, second is the limited reading habits, and the last is the high anxiety about making pronunciation mistake. And why does this happen? Standard textbooks use distant foreign context that the students cannot relate to because there aren't local stories. Students don't connect English with their our culture. Therefore, our goal is to replace for foreign stories with familiar Ecuadorian legends to help students speak English with confidence.
To give an overview of our sample and instrument, our study focused on 7th grade primary students age 11 to 12 with beginner A1 and A2. Proficiency level. The target group consists of students from Unidad Educativa Ibarra during the 2025-2026 academic year. Select through non-probabilistic intentional sample targeting a classroom with low oral participation. For data collection, we use a structured diagnostic question deployed via digital education platforms, specifically in Google Forms and Canva. Interactive display pirate with direct classroom observation. During reading sessions, the goals was to evaluation, speaking NC, reading warriors, and interest in local culture. Overall, the collection was managed with teacher guidance, while students were highly engaged with the digital device. Clear instructions were key for these young learners.
Hi teacher, my name is Jamileth Cuatupamba. Analyzing the three most critical findings derived from our survey, we first identified a clear barrier to communication. Three out of four students hesitate to participate because they fear making mistakes. This affective filter is further reinforced by a lack of interactive dynamics, as the majority of students feel that active methodologies and early integrate into their lessons. However, the data also highlights a powerful opportunity. An overwhelming 87.5% of students agree that reading and storytelling build their vocabulary and speaking confidence. This finding combined demonstrate that using local Ecuadorian legends is not just an engine strategy, but a necessary bridge to lower anxiety and foster activity oral communication in the English classroom. Here we have our final product. We designed an interactive digital ebook called Storytelling of Legend from My Country. As you can see on the screen in the combined bilingual comic story, like the box that was heard with glossary and word sheet. We chose this solution for three main reasons. First, cultural identity by connecting English learning directly to local heritage. Second, I boost confidence in reading familiar stories like Dama Tapada, Cantuña, make English less intimidating. And third, visual and active learning as comic illustration and worksheets keep students full engaged. In short, these resources make learning English meaningful and fun. Thank you.
I'm Solange Farinango. Now I will explain for the develop or final product. First, we correct traditional Ecuadorian legends and select the most appropriate stories for our project. Then we translate and adapted them into simple English for 7th grade students. After that, we design the digital book using Canva. We add illustration, vocabulary, and QR code to make the book more interactive and engaging. Finally, we use the book in reading and storytelling activities or we just change was adapting the legends into basic English while helping the original meaning and more. Now I will present our final product. Our final product is interactive digital books guided storytelling of legends for my country. It includes six Ecuadorian legends with colorful illustrations, simple vocabulary, moral reflex, and QR codes for easy access. In addition, every store includes activities that help students improve their reading comprehensions, learn new vocabulary, practice speaking English. We believe these digital books makes English learning more meaningful because it connects the language with Ecuadorian culture. Thank you.
Hi teacher, my name is Valentina Maila. In this section, we present for the appendix for the concept of worksheet of compression activities adapted for the A1, A2 professional level. Each legend in the book is accompanied by a practical guide designed to assist student comprehension and encouraging classroom discussion through three types of activities. Number one, read and choose true or false. Quick actions covering story details, characters, and setting to check basic understanding. Number two, interactive crosswords and matching. Crossword puzzles and vocabulary matching exercise featuring terms such as roster, cathedral, river, and elf that link English word to visual icons. Draw, write, immoral reflection. For this part, number 3 is a creative space where students draw their favorite essence and discuss to the legends, moral in group and setting. On the other hand, we have the conclusions and reflections. 1. Context is key. Incorporating local Ecuadorian legends directly replace passive memorization with genuine intrinsic student interest and active speaking participation. 2. Affective filter reproduction. Reading about familiar places, Ibarra, Otavalo, Cañar, Carchi, and Quito, eliminates fear of pronunciation mistake and boosts oral confidence. 3. Teach as an enabler. Blending classic storytelling with digital books and QR technology creates a versatile learning experience inside and outside the classroom. Final reflection is preserving our cultural heritage empowers our classrooms, transforming language learning into a journey of self-discovery and confidence.
To conclude the recommendation sections, as research team, we propose 3 fundamental lines of actions to ensure the long-term sustainability and impact of this pedagogical proposal. First, we recommend the continuous and structural curricular integration of the interactive digital book within the English language subject, with subject dedicating a short yet regular reading on storytelling sessions, preventing this from being an isolated activity so that students maintain setting and fluent engagement with the language. Second, we propose teacher training in open digital tools is essential to equip educators with skills and accessibility platforms like Canva and QR code generations. This will enable them not only to implement our research but also and autonomously curate and adapt new traditional tales from their own regions. Finally, we suggest fostering interdisciplinary projects by connecting English with subjects such social students and Spanish literature. We achieve a dual purpose. We strangers Ecuadorian culture, identity and heritage will simultaneously in and developing second language competence.
Moving on the analysis of project feasibility, we can firmly state that the proposal demonstrates high viability across technological, economic, and pedagogical domains. From a technical and financial perspective, utilizing free digital platforms such as Canva, Google Forms, and QR code access eliminates budgets, constraints, and infrastructure barriers, making the materials easily deployable in any classroom or device. From a pedagogic standpoint, adapting the language to A1 and A2 proficiency levels guarantees that the content remains accessible and engaging. Thanks to this strong festival, we can confidently state that the main objective of this project was successful achievement. we managed to drastically lower with effective filter many anxiety, hesitation, and fear of making mistakes. Be replacing the text standard textbook content with familiar and meaningful Ecuadorian legends. This approach successfully converted students' hesitation into active, spontaneous, and confident oral participation among seventh grade students during English lessons. We thank you very much for your valuable attention and welcome any question or comments. Thank you.